Yeah, so I was fired from my job for Hippa violation. That's what it said. However, the real reason is I reported not suspected abuse. It was abuse and neglect for over almost 2 months. Yeah, almost 2 months. Um, you guys, like we've got to do something about being complicit, knowing things and not speaking. There's many ways that we can be an advocate for ourselves and also other people, especially in nursing. We can file complaints anonymously, and that should be done, and more people should do it. I understand that people don't want to lose jobs and things like that because I was actually fired right before Christmas and then was just recently fired again for reporting abuse and neglect. But it's gross abuse and neglect. And then they still choose to keep the abusers and those that neglect the patients there. Like, how does that make sense? But yeah. So, yeah, I was fired for abuse and neglect. I mean, I'm sorry. No, I was fired for reporting abuse and neglect. And I also have video footage of it. No, here's the kicker. I obtained an attorney that took 6 months. It changed like three attorneys' hands in like the firm. It took them 6 months just to write a demand letter. And I could have wrote that. If they would have told me what to write, I could have wrote it up and it would have been done even sooner, 6 months. And then time went on and I have to always reach out to them. And I asked the attorney, I said, like where we at in the case. And so he responded that he's waiting on the facility's attorney to get back to him because they responded to the demand letter, but they wanted more time. So what I said was, because that's all he said. Pardon me. That's all he said was they wanted more time. And so I'm like, okay, well, for what and how much time? That's why I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, so as an attorney, he's basically telling me, what he basically told me was they want more time. And that was it. I had to question him to get information out. So I ended up firing those attorneys and going with another attorney when I explained to him my situation and he's telling me he's aggressive. Well, guess what, y'all? I have not heard from him and it's been a month and a half since I signed retainer. And I told him also, I have the videos, I have documentation from the time that I started employment there and the time that they fired me. So I also have text message screenshots of text messages, all of that for retaliation. And it's like, what's going on? No one's doing anything. And it's bad enough that more people aren't reporting abuse. Like the facility I was fired from in like December, the male nurse, upon the first day of orientation, he's like telling me like how the CNAs, they're not CNAs, they're RAs, resident assistants or something like that they're lazy, as he was saying, and that he barely does. He said he does enough just to get by. That's it. Guys, like, again, from how many people that are reporting incidents in each facility, and then the time that it takes for these attorneys to actually get something in place, I believe that people are having side talks, making out their own like little, what I'm saying, like buying off some time. I feel that way. I totally do. And it's not just about, oh, your feelings. No. You look at things and you can kind of like see what's happening if your eyes are opening and you want to be aware. So how is it that abuse is being reported, yet it takes the state to go out 4 months later, guys, I have that as well. I have all of that. I have all of these receipts as well. Took them 4 months to go out after a video was shown. A video, guys, was shown. 4 months later, when I think like all of the staff is like now gone that was involved in the complaint. Okay, sure. So yeah, we have to do more as far as speaking up, being an advocate for these people, because being an advocate for them is an advocate for ourselves. If we're overworked, you can be an advocate. Okay, you can call the hotline to let them know the conditions of your facility. At the facility I was just fired from, I'm going to do a video on that one in itself. There's roaches in there. Not just roaches, there's mold, a lot of stuff. But I'm going to stay on track. So, that facility there knew about the neglect. I went to them repeatedly with a 5-page letter. I have a copy of that as well. They probably think I don't have it. I have a copy of that as well. And also, guys, like, this is like kind of upset me like again. So I'm trying to like stay calm and it's like throwing my concentration and my focus off. But they knew about it. But here's the thing, there's a lot of nepotism in a lot of these facilities. The DON was babysitting one of the accused babies. Well, baby. She only has one. Baby. Giving rides and things like that. But these people are abusing people. You're the DON of a facility. You're overstaffing these patients. And you're choosing because you like somebody, you're cool with somebody, you're related to somebody over human beings' lives, because many people are complaining. I have this all in my documentation. But yet I don't have an attorney to represent me. No one's willing to come forward to see what I have, put it in place, and make these people accountable for what they're not doing and what they're doing to human beings. Like, I don't get that. So that's why I say, yeah, I think something else is like going on here. 2 attorneys, y'all. 2 attorneys. And like I said, this one here saying like, oh, I'm aggressive and like, why did it take so long? This and that. This. I have not heard from y'all people in a month and a half now, probably more than that. I sent out another email like 2 weeks ago. It's probably like a month and a half, as I say, about 2 weeks ago. No response yet, guys. So that's like a month and a half. Yep. So here I sit. I have to be a nurse and go into places where I see, and it's even in home care, where I know it's abuse. So what? Keep quiet? That's crazy, yo. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. We need more people to start reporting. Because think about it, if enough of you and your coworkers form complaints, listen, y'all, we got to do this. We have to do this to make better environments for the patients as well as staff. We have to. So, like I said, I was fired for reporting abuse and neglect, and I get that. You don't want to be fired. You have family. I have family, but my children are all grown. I have grandchildren, but I still want to do for them, do stuff for my grandchildren. It was Christmas time. I don't celebrate, but they do. You understand what I'm saying? I got fired for being an advocate for people, for not wanting people to be harmed and neglected. I got fired for that. And I'm willing to testify to that in court. Like, I want people to know the names of these facilities, home care, these nursing agencies. Like, when I first got to Florida, it's quite disgusting. And I also have some videos coming up on that as well. We have to be aware. We have to spread knowledge. We have to tell people what to look for in these facilities before you even get into them. Things happen in life. There's younger people that's patients now. Come on, guys, we got to do better. But being fired for caring and doing my job, game changer. Game changer, red flag, change a venue, call it whatever you want. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe.